It was challenging for me to write these remarks, not only because of the incredible and intimidating talent in this room tonight, but because what the Safdies do for me as filmmakers is so revolutionary, it is hard to limit the remarks to simply the screenplay. Also, because I'm a dumb 24-year-old actor, I've never written anything, I stand on a mark, I say what people tell me to say, so I don't know what insight I have about screenwriting, but here's my go. If I were to try to describe their approach to writing, it is to know exactly what they want in the pre-production process going into filming, and then on the day, finding those jewels and gems in the rough of collaboration and the day-to-day adrenaline of filmmaking. A frenetic style and approach to writing and filmmaking can be interpreted as improvisational and unplanned. But make no mistake, with the Safdies and Ronnie, it is not. This task is made easier when the actors you're working with are of the caliber of Adam Sandler, Lakeith Stanfield, and Keith Richard Williams. That's not Keith Richards, that's Keith Richard Williams. And if you haven't heard of him, that's because the Safdies literally found him on the street in New York and cast him, like half of the characters in their movies, which sucks for actors like myself with resumes. Their 2017 film Good Time was a straight shot about a bank robbery gone wrong and a deranged young man's relentless and untiring attempt to free his brother from custody. The movie follows Robert Pattinson's incredible descent into moralless madness. If Good Time was a shot of tequila, then Uncut plays like cocaine and mushrooms with a little sprinkle of Alka-Seltzer on top. Adam Sandler gives a truly awe-inspiring performance. It's like he watched Punch Drunk Love and was like, I'm gonna do exactly that again, except the exact opposite. And Josh and Benny and Ronnie created a tornado of stress, swag, fucked up intrigue, and unapologetic, raw, truthful filmmaking. These are movies people my age can actually not get bored as fuck watching. Let me end on this anecdote, and I apologize for personalizing it. About a month ago, I texted the guy I look up to the most in this business. I invited him to premiere. He said he couldn't come, but he invited me to dinner with Martin Scorsese that would be happening 30 minutes later that night. I was literally on the toilet when I got that text, so I did a quick Google Maps check. I was uptown within 30 minutes. I hope not to embarrass you if you're here tonight, but at the dinner I was shocked by Mr. Scorsese's self-deprecation, his razor-sharp wit, and his good humor. I was the young guy at the table, but I was having trouble keeping up with the pace of conversation and the sophistication in movies being referenced. I made a joke about how if The Irishman was successful, I'd never work again, because from now on I'd be auditioning against James Dean, Marlon Brando, and Charlie Chaplin. He very calmly and humbly said it was now time for a new generation of filmmakers to take over. And he pointed out, for example, the Safdie brothers, who I didn't know in that moment, and it's unsurprising, he actually executive produced Uncut Gems. The comparisons are obvious. They're both truly New York filmmakers in their blood. They both explore the psyche of devilish and morally ambiguous protagonists. In many ways, Adam Sandler's Howard Ratner parallels Ray Liotta's strung-out Henry Hill in Goodfellas. This is high praise. I know it. Who am I to dole it out? And yet, this is no longer the golden age of cinema. It's no one's fault, except maybe Ronald Reagan. No, just kidding, okay. It seems every expression of art has its great moment in time. And yet, this is why we need the Safdie brothers right now. This is why we need Barry Jenkins and Greta Gerwig and Matty Diop and Ari Aster and Lulu Wang, not to reignite the golden age party that is definitively over. The world is on fire as we speak, but to make the art that is truthful to the times and true mirror of our times, and in the Safdies' case, really unapologetic too. And maybe it won't be as big a party, but it'll be unique as fuck. So here are Josh and Benny and Ronnie to accept the award for Best Original Screenplay.